Okay, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by my lack of internet in the barn. I just wanted to kind of give you an update on the animals because all we've been talking about, obviously, is John and how he's doing and what's going on with him. Hey, Bandana. Woo! I got really bad internet in here, so sometimes you'll see, sometimes it cuts in and out. My little baby bunnies, I'll turn around and see. I hope you can hear me because it's raining really hard and it's metal in here. So hold on. So my little bunnies have learned to go in and out. For a while, Foxy got to where she would be crazy and not let any of the other blue bunnies in here. Like, this was her house. Nobody else is allowed in here. She's already flipped her food this morning. But they were going in and out. The babies have finally learned to go in and out of there. So that's a positive. Watch them climb over the gate. These guys, the little chicks, are now big enough to where I have let's say about morning went past the Niota exit on 75 yesterday. Did you see me wave? I didn't see you wave, but I'm waving back. These guys right here, I'm thinking that this is a rooster. This is a hen. And I'm almost 1,000% sure that this one's a rooster. The silver ducklings, like what Trinket and Cricket are, you see how the mama has kind of like the speckled head. They'll have like a brown or tan colored chest, black and a gray body. The roosters are gray and black with a white chest and a white head. I don't know if you can see it, but he's developing the white head and he's already black underneath. So pretty sure that's what is going on. This dude, doesn't matter how many times I fill up his food bowl, he dumps it. This is the new male bunny. We've not named him yet. I don't know, but he's very demanding. Like at first I thought maybe he wanted my attention like Rexy did. No, don't want my attention. He literally is just wanting either out, and the only reason he's wanting out is because of what's over here. All the girls over here cleaning out. They go through and they clean and pick through the bedding and find feed that the rabbits have not used. Or I just saw her running and the other chickens chasing her. Cricket is the only chicken who, his name should be Stink Butt. It should be. Cricket is the only chicken who is nice to Elsa. And when I say nice, she still pecks at her toes when she tries to get next to her in the roost. Trinket is like straight vicious to her. The other chickens won't let her come around. And I got to watching her the other day when I went to pick her up, like tried to grab for her. She's blue-eyed and white. And I don't know, I've just got this feeling that she might be either mostly blind. I don't think she's totally blind. But I think she may have vision issues, like she doesn't see well. I really think that's what's going on with her. Because they bully her pretty bad. So it's sad, like right now you see everybody else is close to each other. She kind of stays a few paces away from everybody. And then you'll watch her. She'll go over here and get in. She spends most of her day in the pen with Foxy. So I really don't know. And then, of course, I have all my new bunnies. Can I have a shout out? I want 1,000 subs. Please, please, please. Ava Lee, a horse lover. So if you guys are watching, you guys go ahead and sub to her. She's wanting a shout out. She's very faithful to come to our live streams. So this one is Flopsy. That's Mopsy. Of course, Looney. And this one is Lola. Lola Bunny, the song. She's, look, one of the babies have snuck in here. I love it so much. They're so good with each other. Like, these guys are all new and nobody fights. Everybody says, like, even some of the guys that have bought rabbits from me, they're like, so how many cages, do you have any cages for sale? And I'm like, I don't do cages. I do, colony raising. And they're like, well, I mean, don't you have to separate the females once they hit sexual maturity? Won't they fight? And I'm just like, no, they really don't. Like, rabbits have like a very complex hierarchy system, just the way a dog would, or even the chickens. There are times that, like, when Lola first got here, her and Foxy got into it a couple of times, but it was never really bad. I subscribed. Avilee Cherish gave me one of my first shout outs the first week I posted a video. That's because your freaking pie crust video rocks, Bandana. That was the easiest pie crust video I've ever seen. Yeah, Sam, I think that's what it is. Morning, Braille. I think that's what it is. I think it's just, it's between the fact that she's white and the fact that there might be something wrong with her. So, I think that's a lot of it. This one, she said, needed to be bred because she was already 11 months old. And, like, if you don't breed a rabbit past a certain point, it gets harder and harder to breed them. So, she said she might be pregnant. I gave her about a week, checked her, because she told me it had been a week since she'd been with her, or with a buck. Would you hold still? So, I checked her. She was not pregnant. So, I put her in 3 days ago with this one. And so, we will know in about another week. I'll be able to tell you guys if she's pregnant or not. I'm really hoping so. We are actually getting a Rural King. Amy will yell at me if I call it a Royal King. It's a Rural King. The Rural King store here in Sweetwater, and it will be coming pretty soon. Am I keeping Roni? Of course. Rexaroni is, that's my buddy. That's my jam. He's got his own. The reason you don't see him no more, let me show you real quick. Let me show you why. That is because Roni has upgraded to the penthouse suite. Like, he's in a much bigger house than he was. So, yeah, Roni is, he's upgraded in life. Rural King. Listen, I can't pronounce it. I am like deep southern, like I'm a hillbilly. It's hard to pronounce stuff like that. What does that sound? Anyway, Rural King. I don't know how you pronounce it any other way. So anyway, they're coming into town. They've already got the store painted and emptied out, and they're gonna start putting it together. It's like an old Kmart or something. I'm gonna contact them, and I'm gonna try to make me a little business deal. And I'm going to ask them. Something keeps making noise over here. I think it's a chicken. It's making me paranoid. So anyway, I'm going to contact them and see if, because I know they sell like pigs and rabbits and chickens and all these other things. And they actually outsource to local farmers. So before anybody else gets a chance, I'm going to try to jump in on that. And I'm going to be like, hey, I can supply you so many bunnies per, because honestly, I would rather do it that way. For a couple of reasons. Number one, it takes away Royal King. I say, but I'm from New York. See, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it right. We'll add that to Farmer Meemaw's accent tag. So when I sell rabbits, I typically have to meet somebody in a parking lot, and like it's pretty dangerous and kind of shady. Or they're like, "Can we come to your house?" And I'm like, "Probably not." So it's a little shady, and it takes a lot of travel. And then not only that, I don't like breeding my babies or breeding any of my rabbits to produce babies if I'm not 100% that we have homes lined up. If I don't have a home lined up, I don't like to do that. He paces all the time when I'm in here. Dude, chill. I guess it's because the second he came in, the first thing I did is give him a girlfriend. So now he thinks every time I'm in here, he's like, oh, girlfriend. No girlfriend for you. But I don't like to breed my rabbits if I don't have homes lined up. And you never know how many you're going to have. Like, I've bred them before and had 2 babies. Or I've bred them before and had 10 babies. So that's a hard thing. So basically what I'm planning to do is contact them and be like, listen, I can keep you in a slow but steady supply of mini Rex rabbits. And then that way, number one, I have a constant buyer. Number two, I'm not putting myself in danger having to meet individuals in dark alleys to sell or buy rabbits. So I think that'll work out. And then number one, I also am not restricted to holidays, because let's be honest, most rabbit breeders only breed babies to be ready for Christmas or Easter, because that is when you have the most likelihood. You're looking especially cute. Thank you. I had to put a hat on and a jacket on because it is pouring down rain. And I put makeup on because I'm tired of looking homeless, because I've looked homeless for several days now. But I don't like selling holiday bunnies. I don't. So I try not to. So then I end up struggling to find homes, or I end up having to sell them to other breeders. And I know this is going to sound so self-righteous, but I don't like to sell to other breeders. I'm a breeder who don't like to sell to breeders. But the reason why is because I don't think, like in this area, people are kind of weird. Like I'm picky about who I sell chickens to too. Because like there's some people down the road from us, like you drive by, and they have these little like teepees. Just a little tiny teepee with a little circle, and their chickens live in that for the rest of their life. Like they never get out. Like they just, makes me sad. Like I want my animals to be happy. And I don't want to breed just for the heck of breeding. So I'm kind of picky about who I sell to. And so like I had a guy recently who wanted to buy multiple rabbits from me, and I was just kind of like, morning, Nanda. And I was just kind of like, morning, Martin Family Homestead. I'll see you this afternoon. So I just, like, they're just like, oh, I'll just put them in this little cage, and I'm just like, I don't like that. So most of the time, I do hold out, and I won't sell except to individual people who are buying bunnies as pets. And I'm kind of a little neurotic. And I'm like, you ever had a rabbit? You know, feed it. Like, are you going to kill this thing? Like, what's going to happen? So I'm just kind of weird about it. So that being said, if I sell them to Royal King, then people are more likely, when they're going into a pet store, it's not as much of a random purchase. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time it's like a kid being like, Mama, can I have this? She's like, absolutely not. Whereas if she sees it and scrolling through Facebook, she's like, oh, maybe we should get the kid a bunny. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different. A little less stressful. So that's that. I know a lady that breeds show rabbits. The ones that aren't show quality go in the freezer. And see, here's the thing. There are people that have bought from me, and they're like, we're raising these for poop, and when they get old enough, we're going to butcher them. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you butchering the animal. I'm just not okay with you mistreating a live animal. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not inhumane to just nix it, but it is inhumane for it to live in who knows what kind of conditions. Like, that scares me. So I'm weird. I'm just weird all the way around. So I saw a question roll by a few minutes ago asking me how was John. Well, let's see. Someday you'll get a few bunnies. It just proves how much you love. I really do love them. Like, I would eat them, but I still love them. I butcher chickens. Yeah. What? So, the other thing, somebody asked me about John, how John is doing. When I walked out here, he was like, I'm going to lay down. I'm really, really hurting. It's funny because, like, when there's been people, you're welcome, Ava Lee. There's been people who have called, and, like, he's on pain pills, so he's like, hey, party time. But you let that pain pill wear off, and his face will start to get real red and start to swell out, and it looks terrible. He's in a lot of pain, but he is like, he's not a baby. I'll be honest with you. Some people are, like, some guys are babies when it comes to pain, but he's really not. Like, he's pretty tough. So for him to say he's hurting, like, he has to be really hurting. And they got a surgery date. I talked about it in one of the other live streams. I don't know if you could hear me then. I doubt you can hear me now because the rain, and not only that, sometimes my phone sounds like there's a fan rolling in the background. I don't know what's going on. One day when I've got some money, I'm going to go back to AT&T and be like, hey, guess what? What's he like with the maple? He toughs it out. Like, he'll go to work. Don't care. No, I'm fine. You try to baby him, he's like, get off me. Don't touch me. He's really tough. Like, this is for him to be laying around and sleeping so much, and like, he's hurting. So basically, let me give you the long and short of it. When we went to the emergency room the first time, the doctor said that he had an infection up in his face, gave him antibiotics, pain medicine, sent him home. They said if he got worse or if he ran a fever, bring him back. Sure, he's a man, sounds like a woman to me. He was raised by all women, so Next day, called them. I was like, hey, it's worse. Should I just take him to his family doctor, or should I take him back to your ER? And they're like, no, bring him back. I bring him back, and then this doctor's like, well, it's probably just a tooth. So he charted it down that it was a tooth. So when we go to his actual family doctor, get x-rays, get all this stuff done, they schedule him for a CT scan, and the insurance says, no, we're not doing anything else because the emergency room doctor said it could possibly be a tooth. We cover nothing dental. So until he has his tooth pulled, we won't touch it. Like, he can't have anything. The only thing that they'll do is pain medicine or antibiotics. That's it. No more testing, no more treatment, no specialist, nothing. So we had to contact around, we tried like all the major cities like Cleveland, Chattanooga, Knoxville, Maryville. We tried some local places. We finally found somebody. The earliest they could get him in is November the 6th. They were the most inexpensive with the least amount of bad reviews. And they're actually going to have to knock him out, cut up in there, and take something almost like a wire snake or something and go in there and pop that bag of infection. Once that's done, if it was just the tooth, then the problem's solved. He goes back to work after 5 days from the surgery. If that was not the case, then we have to go back to the doctor, and then the insurance will pick it up because now the tooth is no longer the issue. How does that make sense? I don't know, but that's what's happening. So it's a guarantee that he'll be out of work for at least another 2 weeks. So this is 3 weeks of no work. I'm trying to trust Jesus. Cab 7 was so nice. Him and Minuteman both did a live stream fundraiser for us. I've done a couple of live streams, and a couple of people have actually just popped up and sent me money through that. And I am like beyond grateful. Between Cab 7, Minuteman, and just people randomly popping up here, y'all have raised enough money for us to where this whole week that he has been out of work has been covered. Like, he has the equivalent of what he's missed. So the only thing, we'll be short 2 weeks. But even that, to me, I don't feel like is a major emergency. Because I feel like, you know, some of y'all probably don't feel this way, but I feel like God's got this. Like, it's okay. And I don't know why. It's crazy. Confession time. It's crazy, but like a couple of days before his tooth started hurting and he started having the issues with his face, there's a song that I sing with Rick Lambert when he and I do church services, and he always rolls his eyes because I'm like, do the Jewish songs, because they have like a Jewish tempo to them. Like, you hear the, like, it's hard to describe, but the song is called Jehovah Jireh, my provider. And that song got stuck in my head for like 2 days. And then this happened. And I am one to believe that I really feel like the reason that song got stuck in my head was because that was God's precursor message to say, I've got it. It's going to be okay. I will provide for you no matter how bleak it looks. And so far, we've not done without groceries. We have, all of our bills are paid right now except for our house payment. We actually were able to take out of his 401k, and it covered enough for the tooth surgery and for our house payment. So that comes next Thursday, and the house payment ain't even due yet. So that takes care of all of it. So the other 2 weeks, if it's gotten taken care of this far, it's going to be taken care of that far too. So I'm not stressed about it. I'm not going to sit and make myself worry and be upset thinking the worst is going to happen, because it's not. It's in Loudon, Tennessee, Bandana. So that is what I wanted to tell you guys. You know, I'm not telling, and here's the other thing. I don't want you to think this. I don't tell you what's going on with us financially for you guys to dish out to us. I'm really not. Like, I didn't ask Cab 7 to do it. I didn't ask Minuteman to do it. I'm not asking for donations. I'm telling you because when I pray for people, I like to know a little, like, I don't need to know, like, down to the last penny or nothing, but I like to know your specifics. Don't just, like, when somebody says, well, pray for me. Okay, well, I can, but I want a specific, like, I want to know what it is that I'm saying, okay, God, touch this person for this thing. So that is what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you because I want you to give me money. I promise. I don't want you to think that I'm an e-beggar or something crazy. I'm literally just telling you this is what it is. I need you to pray for his faith. I need you to pray for our finances and for my mental stability, that I don't lose my mind with these insurances and doctors between now and then. So that's why I told you. For the people that have given to us, I am beyond grateful to you guys. Like, I am beyond grateful. But if you all are, like, I feel bad because, like, there's been times that people have talked about needing money and I've not been able to give, but I can at least pray for them. And I feel the same way about you guys. Like, if you do that, that's more important to me, because just because you can't provide me with cash does not mean that you're not providing me with prayers. And the prayers that you're giving me are going to go up to the person who can provide for me. So that is important to me. But I say all this to say something else. I am really considering doing a live stream tonight. And the reason why I want to do a live stream, because I want to, and some of you mods who are in here, I really would appreciate, I'm going to try to get with some of you to let you know of a time. I want to set up a fundraiser for Big Bear's Homestead, and this is why. Yes, I know that we are going through something, but I'm pretty public about it and talking about it. I'm public about everything. I tell you my vlogs. I tell you, the last thing I ate. But Jason and Robin are very private with some of the things that are going on with them. But you guys, I'm sure if you guys are friends with them on Facebook, you saw that last night that they were broke down and it took a long time to get a tow truck. There is a lot more that goes on behind the scenes with Big Bear's Homestead, and they really could use a financial blessing. They really could. Robin and Jason are the type of people that would literally just give you the shirt off their back. So tonight, I want to do a live stream and bless them. Because how many times have they got on Insomnia? How many times have they got on live streams and helped people out? What did you have for breakfast, Cherish? I had a biscuit. I don't know what we will pray for. I did not know we will pray for them. Yeah, so I'm going to do a live stream tonight. So if you guys have the ability to give to them or pray for them or just want to show them support, they've not seen this. They don't know I'm going to do it. They're probably going to kick my butt because I'm suggesting that I'm going to do it, but I'm doing it because they have always stepped up to the plate for everybody else, and it's time for us to step up to the plate for them and help them out. So tonight, I will let you guys know. I'll probably post it to my Facebook. They live stream tonight at 8. Okay, so we might do it at like 7. We'll do it at like 7 and jump on before them. And then afterward, everybody can just jump over there and not say anything. We're not going to say anything, and hopefully they won't notice. Hopefully they won't notice. But we'll jump on and do it at 7 o'clock tonight. And then that way, or wait, let's do it at 9. Let's do it when they're off. I'll stay up. Let's do it at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's when we're going to do it. That way, oh, the bunny behind me, he's crazy. That way, they can do their live stream. They have no idea what's happening. And then, hopefully, they'll go to bed, and they'll wake up in the morning, and their PayPal will be full. That is my plan. So, if you're a mod and you're in here, let's plan for 9 o'clock. So, everybody, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let's bless Big Bear. Love you guys. I'm going to go back in the house. It's freezing out here, and I got to run through the rain. So, I love you guys, and I'll see you later. I'll see you tonight. Let's keep it a secret. Just between us.